From bailing on PaleyFest with the rest of the cast at the last moment, to her on-screen Karen-ness bleeding into her real life, Yellowstone fans can't stand Kelly Reilly. Here's why. First, I want to talk about how she left fans hanging at PaleyFest. Imagine paying a ton of money, only for your favorite star to bail on you. Fans were hyped to see the Yellowstone cast at PaleyFest 2023 and interacted with them at the Q&A panel, only for the main stars to cancel last minute. People were at the festival, all ready with their questions and their merch, until they found out that there had been some scheduling conflicts. It's even worse when you realize this was the show's first appearance at PaleyFest, so Kelly could have at least told fans a day before that she couldn't make it. Folks walked out in disappointment, tweeted about how they felt disrespected, not to mention the ticket prices. I mean, if you're paying almost $100 for a panel, you gotta get your money's worth. The event was held on the 1st of April, and fans couldn't help but think Reilly pulled a sick April Fool's joke on them. Turns out it wasn't a last-minute cancellation, since Reilly had told the organizers she wouldn't show up months before. Of course, fans were outraged. If she knew she wasn't gonna come, why didn't she say so sooner? A fan commented on her Instagram, asking about her absence, to which she replied that she'd given her notice to PaleyFest in January of that year and was sorry her name remained on the attendees list. The actress felt sorry for fans everywhere, saying it was really unfair to them, but that didn't stop them from being mad at her. Thanks to her character, Beth Dutton. She's the most ruthless character on the show, and fans are getting annoyed, especially with her relationship with Jamie in season 5. This pair of siblings ain't perfect, but many people think she's going too far now. Jamie and Beth's rivalry was believable till the final season, but it started getting ugly in season 4, and now it's too much. Twitter is full of Beth hate comments, with a user saying that Jamie needs to put a restraining order on his sister. And many believe that their fights are childish now, because how long can we watch Beth ruin her brother's life? The thing is, she's not entirely a villain. Let's not forget Jamie's the reason she can't have kids, and that he made her get an abortion without consent. That's what fans find so confusing about her. She's a brilliant businesswoman, but in the next moment, she's fighting like a high school bully. She almost beat her dad's girlfriend to death too. Reilly's had to do a lot of horrible things as Beth. One scene particularly outraged fans, to a point where all of America hated her. I'm talking about the season 4 finale, where Beth told Carter not to call her mama anymore. She took care of the poor kid after his dad died. Since she wanted kids so bad, everyone thought she'd try to be a mom to him. Beth took that expectation and crumpled it in her hands, and Kelly was the first person to know fans would hate it, saying that the scene had America going after her. Sure, it wasn't her fault. It's the character she plays, but she understands why the world hated her for that scene. Surprisingly, she also wants Beth to be a good mom and let herself be the mother she always wanted to be. But that scene was ice cold. Beth even told Carter to stop crying at the end. Reilly tried to explain her behavior, saying that if anything, she told the kid the truth, and that's noble. Fans disagree. That scene was too harsh for them, to the extent that they left her Instagram comments about it. The star posted a picture of Beth and Rip's wedding. A cute moment, but people couldn't help but wonder about Carter. Someone commented that she has to be nicer to him. She broke their heart when she made him cry. The writers need to stop this, otherwise Rip will be taking the kid to the train station. Kelly just couldn't hear the end of it, but she took her time and responded, which is pretty rare, since she doesn't comment on her social media at all, and that's how you know the hate was getting to her. She replied first by saying she understands the reaction, but Beth had a good reason to be so mean. She was about to kill a man in prison for attacking her family, and it was gonna ruin her life. That way, she couldn't have told Carter she was his mom, only to abandon him a few hours later. She was raised with brutal honesty, and Kelly thinks that she wants to protect the kid from herself. Well, she sure knows her character inside out. The actress told the fan to keep watching and see where the writers take her character. She's been such a huge part of the show. It gets hard for fans to imagine Kelly separate from Beth, but that doesn't mean the actress hasn't faced controversy of her own. Though, she's been in showbiz for a long time. Let me take you to the early 2000s, when Reilly starred in Sherlock Holmes, and she got to know Guy Ritchie on set. Rumor has it they hit it off and started dating in 2008. The movie was big for her career, even though she had a small part. But her relationship with the director became a huge problem. The tabloids went wild with this news because at the time, the Sherlock Holmes director had filed for divorce with the pop icon Madonna. Those two got married in 2000, even had a child together, but couldn't make it work and called it quits. The public had a lot to say about Reilly, like she was the reason for Richie's divorce. That's right, folks. Everyone thought Kelly had a hot, steamy affair with the director, which Madonna didn't like, leading her to divorce him. This did a number on the Yellowstone actress's image as newspapers and tabloids bombarded her. But she denied them from the jump, saying that she'd done one day of filming with the director, and the next thing she knows, the press was at her parents' doorstep asking about her and Guy's relationship. Reporters said that the actress was comforting him after the split, and to be fair, it was a nasty one. Richie's dad even called Madonna a horrible woman who didn't treat their son well. In 2011, Reilly gave a statement putting the rumors to rest, saying that it was all ridiculous nonsense. She'd never dated Guy, let alone come between his marriage, and the whole drama hurt her a lot. It was the first time she'd faced rumors like these in her career, so you can imagine just how badly she took it, to the point where she claims that she sued. People were calling her all the time, her privacy was breached, and the hate she got was so bad, she had to take it to court. Kelly also said that she won her lawsuit because everything was made up, and what was just a work dynamic between an actor and director turned into a big fuss over nothing. It still didn't sit well with fans, who reduced her to the other woman, a homewrecker. Now that she's moved on, the hate still follows her. Believe it or not, people stopped watching Yellowstone because of her. If you play a character like Beth, you've got to be prepared for all the backlash. Fans poured their heart out on social media saying that she's as enjoyable to watch as a root canal. Ouch! She's gotten worse as the show's progressed. From treating Carter like crap to plotting her own brother's downfall, there are no redeeming qualities here. Fans are hoping that the evidence she gathered to trap Jamie in season 5 ends up dragging her down. Hell, some of them even want her to get killed off. The show's ending with its 5th season, so they might just take that route. What have they got to lose? Beth's the reason many people stopped watching it altogether. They hated Reilly's acting, the writing, and the way she keeps defending her character. It's so bad, folks think only spoiled brats like her, and that's saying something. Fans think that Reilly is a Karen who empowers all the Karens of the world. Seeing as Yellowstone is full of complex characters, that's a pretty harsh insult. Other people say that if they met her in real life, they'd absolutely hate her guts. So thank God she's just on the screen. Other than being a Karen, she's also been called a Mary Sue, but with the worst traits of one. The badass daddy's girl image isn't working for her anymore, and her actions are becoming more predictable by the day. Let's face it, Beth is so hated that it's hard for fans to like Reilly. There you have it, folks. From her on-screen Karen-ness bleeding into her real life, to bailing on Paleyfest with the rest of the cast at the last moment. This was why Yellowstone fans can't stand Kelly Reilly.